Welcome back to the Daily Roleplay. This is going to be a very short episode compared to all the other ones because this is touching upon a subject that has been bothering me and a few others that I know throughout my entire time roleplaying, my 10, 11 years. It's the subject of in character and out of character and the drama that can come with it. Most notably speaking, it's when someone takes what happens in a roleplay, in character, and kind of turns it into an out of character issue. There's a bit of drama that can happen when someone becomes so involved in their roleplay or their character that they either kind of bring the dramas that happen in character outside of the roleplay. If you have an issue with, or your character has an issue with another character, and sometimes some people might be a bit overzealous and kind of take that out of the role play and actually start insulting or attacking the actual player of that other character. This can also happen when in a role play something rather bad happens to a character or someone doesn't quite have the role play turn out how they wanted, and things kind of get a bit heated up, to say the least. Now, this is an important thing to watch about and worry about because it can really hurt not only just the roleplay but the people that are role playing. You have a situation where people are kind of bringing out the worst in what can happen in a roleplay in some ways, either bringing grudges from out of character, out of the roleplay into the game and hurting other characters when they have no reason to, or vice versa. Now, you really don't want to be doing this because it can kind of ruin the roleplay and even sometimes friendships if you all are really connected through that roleplay. If you start messing with the roleplay in this in a very venomous, poisonous way, you can kind of hurt your friendship if you and that other person bonded over this roleplay or another roleplay that you'd have done together. Now, what does this mean in terms of how you can fight against it? Well, if you find yourself having a grudge against someone out of a game, out of a roleplay, don't bring it into the roleplay. Don't have your character hurt their character as a way of kind of releasing your anger or something. Just calm down before you get into a roleplay, or kind of just don't roleplay with that person for a small bit. Or if you're in, say, a D&D session or on the message boards, ask the storyteller or the other person if it's okay if they just kind of, if you just don't interact with their character for a little bit in the story. It can disrupt the plot a little bit sometimes, but calming down and kind of working out things is a very big part of making a roleplay work, and it can sometimes trump the plot or story just to make sure the fun is still there. Now, when it comes to having things happen in a roleplay that you're not happy with, talk to people before you start yelling or you start thinking that they did it on purpose against you. Speak out against what you feel is unfair, or if something made you very uncomfortable, or it's awkward, or you really just don't want it to happen to your character. Kind of talk to the storyteller or the person playing the character that is kind of influencing yours in the way you don't want. Try to work something out. Compromise is one of the best ways to work out problems when it comes to in character and out of character. Now, there are times when there's the troll or someone that is just takes things a bit too far and doesn't listen to people talking to them when they try to compromise or try to sort out issues. When you're dealing with things like that, one of the best things you can do is either just ignore them, kind of move on from them, or talk to the other people in your roleplay and see about maybe not kicking the other person out, but say, hey, I've got a problem. I could use your help in trying to solve this and not have it be an issue between us all. Now, if you're finding yourself where a certain type of roleplay is kind of either burning you out or you just bring a lot of this kind of drama with it, what you need to do is peel back on that roleplay a bit. Not give it up completely, but kind of just do it in a way that is more meaningful for you, and say no sometimes and turn down aspects of that RP that might cause you that drama. Or if it's kind of the whole type of RP in general, don't quit, but talk to people and say, hey, listen, I can't roleplay this unless you guys are willing to make sure you don't cause this, this, and this. Don't cause me drama. Don't take what's happening in character and think it's going to happen out of characters. When it comes to more romantic interests or sexual RP, things can kind of get skewed, and some people, either through immaturity or other reasons, might actually think that because your characters are together, the players should get together too out of the game. This is the kind of situation where you need to say no, just flat out. If you're not wanting this, say no, I do not want this. If you don't stop for any of this RP here, that's not acceptable behavior at all. And you should be polite about turning them down, but you need to be extremely firm right off the bat. If you're not, it can either give mixed messages or it doesn't get the message clear and pointedly across to the other person. Now, I wanted to touch on this subject because it's something that's been happening very much in a place that I roleplay, or at least it's been happening to other people around me. And it's something that I've dealt with in the past myself, and it can really break apart the magic of role-playing and kind of all the relationships you have with other people and other role players. That's not something you want to happen. You want to be able to enjoy your time role-playing and love it. So for everyone, if you find yourself in a situation where in character and out of character are crossing over, or there's drama forming between the two, calm down, talk to the people that you're having issues with, and if all else fails, you may either have to remove yourself from an RP or just ignore them for a time. I hope this helps some people, and I really hope that I can help situations like this resolve themselves without anything coming to head or really breaking up friendships even. I hope this has helped, and as always, my name is Scarth. I hope you have a wonderful day, and booyah!